All right, we're live. Uh, I need to know if everybody can hear me okay. Make sure that my mic's coming in loud and clear. We have a lot to talk about tonight. I'm going to give you the entire story of what's going on. First of all, if you're listening to this live, just relax. Just take it easy. You will know everything that I know by the time this stream is over. Let me see if I can hear myself here. All right, we're live. Okay, I guess we are live. All right, I hope y'all are having a good day. Um, we have a lot to discuss. All right, now this stream is going to be archived on the Geekdom 101 channel. So if you're watching this after the stream aired live, just pay attention. We're going to get all the important information out of the way now at the beginning of the stream, and then I will answer questions. And there's a lot of things that I know, and there's a lot of things that I don't know because we can't predict the future, okay? But let's go ahead and discuss what it is that we know about the future of Dragon Ball Super. So, March 25th, I think it's March, let me make sure I have that correct date here. March 25th or March 24th, the Dragon Ball Super episode 131 will air, and that's going to be the final episode of Dragon Ball Super for the time being. Starting on April 1st is going to be a new series going to be taking over Dragon Ball Super's time slot. The series is called Gigigi no Kitaro, and the Dragon Ball Super voice actors like Masako Nozawa, there's so many, Furukawa, who plays Piccolo, Mayumi Tanaka, are going to be in this new series, taking over the time slot of Dragon Ball Super. One Piece will remain where it's at, but Dragon Ball Super is going to be off the air. Now, as you can see on your screen right now, you see a picture of the actual newspaper article that announces that Super is going to be off the air in April. It's going to begin a new core. Now, this has been talked about behind the scenes for a few weeks now, but about 48 hours ago, I got confirmation from somebody in Japan, a legitimate source, that this was happening, but I did not want to go live with it because I wanted to make sure that this was public first before I actually told anybody, because it was said to me in confidence. And the person who told me this does not live in the United States. They live outside of the United States, and actually it was through a mutual friend, and they are a legitimate source. I'm not gonna say who they are because they're a legitimate freaking source, and the idea is this, all right? Let me explain to y'all what's actually going on. First of all, Dragon Ball Super, the Dragon Ball franchise has been a tremendous success since coming back in 2013 with Battle of Gods. It was on the docket to make 48 million yen, or is it billion? 48 billion yen this year. And that's including Dragon Ball Fighters, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, and Dragon Ball Super, as well as the dub and other things, toys. This is, in the article, which I'm going to read to y'all here in a minute, the story, this Dragon Ball story is not what you think it is. In other words, Dragon Ball Super is going to be coming to an end in March, but there are still many things to come when it comes to Dragon Ball, and I'll explain to you what the plan is right now. So, but what I'm telling you right now is that it's Super is not moving time slots. It's not gonna, you know, you know, go on home video exclusively. The anime of Dragon Ball Super will be off the air April 1st. The Dragon Ball Super manga is going to continue to be published every month in V Jump by Toyotaro. These next 9 months or so are going to give Toyotaro a chance to catch up with Tournament of Power. So the manga version of the tournament is going to catch up with the anime. Okay? Now, many of you have been asking, what is this the end of Dragon Ball Super as far as like Super coming back? There is no confirmation as of right now that Dragon Ball Super is going to return. Now, the talk, the rumor or whatever, is that the movie coming out in December, there will be a new Dragon Ball movie coming out in December. This is a theatrical animated motion picture, a full-length movie about the Saiyans. As of right now, we don't know when it takes place. We don't know if it's going to be after Super. We don't know if it's going to be after Z. We don't know if it's going to be in the past. We don't know anything about this movie yet, but we know that the animation staff that is working on Dragon Ball Super is going to be shifted to working on the movie because they have to make sure the movie has the best possible quality imaginable. One of the problems with the One Piece movie or with Dragon Ball Super and the One Piece movie that came out a couple years ago was that during the Resurrection F arc, the key animators that animated the Resurrection or Dragon Ball Super worked on the One Piece movie, and that's why some of those episodes looked really bad, because they had to get outsourced animators. So the animation staff and the production staff that's working on Super is going to be putting all of their efforts throughout the entire summer to put out this Dragon Ball movie in December, and so that it looks really, really, really good. Okay, by the way, we have almost 9,000 people in here, so hello to all of you, all right? If you're just joining us, I'm going to repeat what I said a minute ago, and then I'm going to go into some more information. Starting April 1st, Dragon Ball Super will not be on the air. Now, there's people saying there's going to be a hiatus, and it's going to come back. Dragon Ball Super, as far as I know, is not coming back for the remainder of the year, okay? Super is going to be over. The earliest Dragon Ball Super is going to return is going to be next year, 2019. Starting with April, it's not going to be on the air. Dragon Ball Super, the Dragon Ball movie coming out in December, that's going to be the next big project as far as the animation staff that's going to be working on it. Super's going to be replaced with a show called Kintaro. I'm going to read y'all Herms' Twitter because he translated the newspaper. 9 a.m. Sunday time slot, April 1st. This is not an April Fool's joke. This is actually happening. This is confirmed. I found out 48 hours ago from a very reliable source, and it's now public. Nozawa, the other voice actors, are going to be involved in that. Super will also be will not be airing February 25th or March 11th. So the last episode of Super is going to be episode 131 on March 25th. The Tournament of Power arc will be wrapped up by then. And this pretty much kind of confirms a few things. Number one, the Planet Sadala arc is not happening unless they're going to make it into a movie or do it next year. Number two, the Frieza betrayal and becoming the next villain, that's also not happening. So in a way, they've kind of told us that whatever the outcome of this Frieza arc is going to be with his character in Tournament of Power, it's not going to be something that's going to be a new arc. Whatever that is, we don't know yet. We also don't know what the outcome of the tournament actually is. They're keeping all that hush-hush because we don't know. If I go over to the Kanzenshu article real quick, you know, they wrote the article and it pretty much states what I just told you guys. The reason why we knew this was going to be it is because the Blu-ray sets end at episode 131, which is only 10 episodes. All the Dragon Ball Super Blu-rays in Japan have 13 episodes. When one ends at 10, that means that, you know, the series is going to come to an end. Now, once again, I'm going to repeat what I said earlier because folks don't understand. Does this mean Super's done for good? No. In the original press release, they said that the series is not actually ending. Okay, if we go over to the Herms translation, which is from this newspaper right here, they said that there are no plans for a new Dragon Ball series to start, a new Dragon Ball TV show. It's not like the series is over. So that's one thing I want to clarify to everybody is that this is not the end of Dragon Ball. Nobody can sit here and tell you, oh, it's taking a hiatus and it's going to come back. I cannot tell you that information because it's not correct information, and I'm not going to BS you guys. From day one that I started this channel literally 4 months before Dragon Ball Super began. And I was the kind of guy who I didn't want to BS you. You know, as far as a hiatus goes, most likely what will happen is, depending on the success of the movie in December, depending on whether or not this movie makes money, will depend if Dragon Ball Super comes back. If this movie in December flops, there will be no Dragon Ball Super revival. I refuse to believe it because there's not going to be any interest in the show. Some people are saying, you know, I know some of y'all are in denial and you're saying, well, Dragon Ball makes a lot of money. Yes, it does. That's definitely the case, which is why I think that it will come back. I do believe there will be a new Dragon Ball TV show sometime next year. What I can tell you based on everybody I've spoken to, based on people behind the scenes, production people, people who are very knowledgeable about the anime industry, there will not be a new Dragon Ball TV series airing anytime for the rest of this year after Super ends, you know, in March. Don't expect it. Don't expect the Dragon Ball Heroes anime. If it happens, great. Very, very, very slim chance. Super will be off the air until probably next year. So the worst case scenario is that, let me give y'all two scenarios, all right? I'm going to give y'all the two scenarios right now. Listen very carefully. Worst case scenario, Dragon Ball Super ends, and they just do movies from now on. Like, they'll do a movie at the end of the year, they'll do a movie next year, and so on and so forth. And no, it was never confirmed they would do 3 movies. Anybody who told you that is lying to you, doesn't know what they're talking about. If the first movie makes money, they'll come back and do more. Either movies or TV shows. That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, they work on the movie throughout the summer, and then they begin production for Super coming back January of next year, and Super comes back January of next year. So you can think of this as somewhat of a seasonal break. Those are the two scenarios, and those are the only scenarios that are out there. You know, anybody who tells you otherwise does not know what they're talking about. Okay, Super's not coming back in July. It's not coming back in May. It's not coming back in October. It's not coming back until next year. The earliest it'll come back is January of next year, most likely in April, because Dragon Ball Kai and Dragon Ball Z both started in April. There is a possibility, very slim, that Super will come back in November, but that's pretty much the story right there of Dragon Ball. Now, some of you are probably wondering what's going to happen with Geekdom 101 as far as this channel goes, all right, and what I'm going to provide to y'all. Well, the first thing I want to say is that, you know, obviously without Dragon Ball Super, I'm not going to be able to do Super reviews and previews, and that's fine, because the thing about me is that, unlike a lot of other channels, I don't rely solely on spoilers and theories to create content. I like to do deconstructions, analysis, breakdowns. And so what I'm going to do is Geekdom 101 is not going to end at all, like not even remotely end. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing tons of Dragon Ball related videos covering everything Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Heroes. I might do fighters content. I might do other video game content. I haven't decided yet, but the channel's not going to go anywhere. Geekdom 101 is not going to go anywhere. And of course, every time we get information on this new movie, I will bring it to you. I mean, I'm going to drop when the trailers come out, probably in the summertime, any information I get behind the scenes that I'm allowed to reveal, I will tell you. So don't worry about not getting that. And the channel will be fine. I mean, if you love Dragon Ball, if you truly love Dragon Ball, you're going to get a lot of stuff, because the thing about Super ending is it's going to separate the men from the boys. Now we're going to know for sure who really loves Dragon Ball. Who was in it to cash in for a cheap buck, and who really loves Dragon Ball. Who can actually talk about Dragon Ball. Who can actually analyze Dragon Ball. Or who's just in it to talk about spoilers and cheap shit. That's the good thing about Super ending. Even though I'm not happy about it, that's it. So I want to go into some super chat questions. I know some of you guys have questions. Also, KamehaCon is coming up in May. Perfect timing for that. So if you haven't got your tickets, head over to KamehaCon.com and you can, you know, hook up. And there you go. Also, I may be covering other anime on the channel. I got to really think about what I'm going to cover. Okay, to clarify once again, Dragon Ball Super is going to be off the air in April. It's not the arc ending. It's not. Listen to me. You cannot be in denial. I know some people are in denial about this. It's gonna be off the air in April. Super will be off the air in April. That is not an April Fool's joke. That is a fact. Will it come back? It's very possible. In fact, I'm gonna say it's likely, but there has not been an announcement that it's gonna come back. Okay. Super will probably come back. And for those wondering why this is happening, okay, that's probably going to be a big question. Why? Because, first of all, okay, Super's not ending because of the ratings. That's anybody who tells you that does not know what the hell they're talking about. Again, Super's not ending because of the passing of Hiromi Sudo, even though the passing of Hiromi Sudo was definitely a huge thing, right? Super's not ending because of that either. Super is taking a break so that the animation staff can work on the movie, and because this is Kitaro's 50th anniversary. This Kitaro Revival series is just an anniversary series. It's not going to be a long series. Once it ends, there's a very good chance that Super will be back. And I'll tell you why I'm telling you that, because we've already been down this road before. In Japan, when Dragon Ball Kai aired for the first time, we're talking about the Saiyan to the Cell saga, it ended and was replaced by Toriko. Toriko did not do so well. The lowest rated episode of Kai did better than the highest rated episode of Toriko. Toriko was canceled and replaced by Kai the Buu Saga. Then after that is when Super came out. So the idea of Super not coming back is ridiculous. There's a very good chance it might not be called Super. It might be called Dragon Ball something or other. It could be after the time skip. It could be after GT. I don't think it will be, because I think they've erased GT, but it could be at any time. But there's a very slim chance that Super is completely finished. So I'm giving you all this information. This is all the real information. I don't care what you've read that contradicts what I'm telling you. I talk to people, and if you don't believe me, then you're just in denial. That's what's going on right now. Super will be off the air in April, but there's a good chance it will come back next year. The next thing we have coming up animation-wise will be the movie. So here we go. I wanted to look at the... Whoa. I'm printing here. I didn't want to print. I want to look at the super chat here. So far, I'm not seeing any questions. If you have any questions, let them in. From the Ashes says, it reminds me of what happened to GT. No, this is not anything close to what happened to GT. GT was canceled because of franchise fatigue and because the series was not successful. Dragon Ball is very successful now. That is not what's happening. The production staff is shifting to working on the movie. Okay? So, like, accept it. Like, that's what's going on. Don't make comparisons to other anime or to anything. That is legitimately what is going on. I'm going to go ahead and punch the chat in here real quick so I can see y'all's, what you guys are saying here. So, you know, there are some folks that are just joining us, so I don't want to have to repeat myself over and over and over again. The Dragon Ball Super manga is going to continue. This is going to allow the manga to catch up to the anime, okay? And again, you're going to still get content from Geekdom 101. You are still going to get tons of videos about Dragon Ball. There's tons of stuff I've been waiting to talk about that I can't talk about until Super's over. So, you know, I'll be able to produce these big deconstructive videos. Yes, the dub is going to continue. I don't know why the dub would end. Why would the dub end now, bro? Like, come on. They're going to dub the rest of the series. I mean, logically here, use your head. You know, the dub will continue. I'm going to cover the dub. I'm actually covering the dub tomorrow. Tomorrow I got Masako X coming on. We're going to be reviewing the Universe 6 arc. So, again, no, if you protest Kintaro, it's not going to come back. There's nothing you can do about this. They are shifting the production. Please, guys, please chill out. They are shifting the production of Dragon Ball Super onto the movie. When the movie is done, they will probably come back and do Super. I cannot guarantee that, okay? Nobody can guarantee that. Okay? Nobody can. But what I'm telling you is that there's a very good chance that it will. Okay? Let me see if there's any more super chat questions. All right. Yes, the dub's going to keep going. Thanks for the screenshot. Do you think this is a good move? Isn't this a gamble? I'm not Toei. I can't tell you whether or not it's a gamble or it's a good move or not. I'm a little surprised that they're doing it, but if they really feel... Let me explain to you why this is actually happening. Toei of Japan feels like they can shift the production to Dragon Ball Super, to the Dragon Ball movie, because they feel like they can make more money with the movie, right? Now, obviously, television contracts are very lucrative, but Toei is confident enough that this movie, this is actually a good thing when you think about it, guys, because this means that Toei is confident in the movie. They are so confident it will be a good movie that they're going to put all their top dogs. We don't know who yet, but I presume Takahashi, Shida, all of the tippy top guys on this freaking movie. The fact that they're going to be doing that, right, is a good thing. That makes me feel very optimistic about the movie, because Resurrection F was a fun movie, but it wasn't a very good movie. Battle of Gods was a good movie, and they look great. This movie could look and sound better than any of that if they put their top dogs. And if they're going to be working on it for 6 months, dude, do you realize how good this is going to be? Juice Bowl asks, what or how much would make the film a success? It's going to be a success no matter what, because it's Dragon Ball, but they want it to be a colossal success. And I think it will be. Now, what I'm hoping for, and this is not confirmed, okay? What I am hoping for is that we'll get a simuldub, and that both America, and Europe and Latin America will have their dubs ready by the time it comes out. So we won't have to go to Japan. Hopefully we'll get to see the movie in December or at least January, right? And, enjoy it all together, in different languages. I hope they do that. Okay, Kenshin001 says, do you think that the end of DBS will be a cliffhanger? If it is, then that pretty much confirms they're going to wrap that story arc up in the movie or in Super coming back. So if DBS is a cliffhanger, then I think that will be the case. However, I don't think so. I think Dragon Ball Super is going to end, my opinion, is going to end with Goku going to go meet up with Oob, which is exactly what happened at the end of Z. I think it's going to end right where at Dragon Ball Z episode 189. It's going to go right into that. That's my prediction. Okay? And, okay, so let me keep going here. Yes, I will be reviewing the dub of Super. I'm going to be reviewing that tomorrow. What are your thoughts on Majin Android 21? I've known about that for a while now. She looks cool. Would you prefer if Dragon Ball comes back in 2019? Yes, I would. JM6737, will it continue the manga past Tournament of Power? If the manga continues past Tournament of Power, then that means they will be producing an anime. So, do you think the dub will catch up with the sub? Of course it will, dude. Of course it will. They have 9 months. Of course it will. Thank you, Paul, for that. What will Geekdom be watching after Super? Well, I have tons of shows that I'm going to be watching. I'm going to be asking y'all in the coming weeks what kind of content you want me to bring you on Geekdom 101. But I'm telling you right now that I have tons of videos, Dragon Ball related, that are going to blow your mind. I got a Dragon Ball AF video coming up. I've got the history of Piccolo, history of Master Roshi. I've got the history of Goku versus Vegeta. All these videos are planned right now for the future so that you guys will have content to watch Dragon Ball content even if Super's not on the air. Plus, I can finally dig into more of the lore. So you will be getting videos on this channel covering Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Heroes, all that stuff. So, now, if you want more Geekdom 101, all right, if you like me and you like what I produce, I do have a second channel. I know not everybody subscribed to it, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't subscribe to that channel unless you actually are interested in the topic. I'm covering movies, wrestling, and life stuff, like life, making your life better and things like that, real life coaching. It's called World of Geekdom. The link is in the description. It's my second channel. I review movies on there. I talk about Star Wars. I do deconstructions. Go check out World of Geekdom because I will be working very hard on that channel, right, for you guys. And there will be a ton of content, non-Dragon Ball. All the Dragon Ball stuff's going to stay here. World of Geekdom will have movie reviews. I might cover TV shows. I cover wrestling on there. So there you go. Let me answer some more of these questions. What if Universe 7 gets erased? That's not happening, bro. 2 people have asked that question. Not happening. Bulwarda says, the idea of manga catching up and going further makes the most sense to the return of the anime. Up until now, they'll create the stories twice with some minor and major differences. I agree with that. Watch JoJo. I might. Gohan FGC says, I for one don't mind since the Black Arc's about to start in the dub. Fine with me. Well, that's fine. I mean, but the Black Arc is old material, bro. We're talking about new material. So, what I think is probably going to happen is that this is going to give the animation staff and the production staff time to reevaluate what they've done and come back stronger, not just with the movie, but next year. You have to remember, if it wasn't for Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, Super would never have happened, okay? What they usually do is they put out a movie to gauge the actual interest. If the movie blows up, which it probably will because it's freaking Dragon Ball, then they're going to say, okay, we have to bring the show back because that means there's still interest in the show. This is like hitting the reset button pretty much. We're basically back to where we were in 2015. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes because they're probably going to put the movie out and then bring Super back, probably with more polished animation. It won't be such a rush job, and it'll probably look better, sound better, and feel better. So that's the story pretty much. So again, people are asking me, will I cover other anime? I think I will, actually, on this channel. We'll see how it goes, what the interest is. But you're not going to stop getting Dragon Ball stuff on this channel. It's not going to happen. Just not. Daniel Nakanishi says, this is a bit of an odd move by Toei as they're placing all their bets on the success of a movie. The movie could either revitalize the fan base or kill it. Yes, I don't think it'll kill it, though. Kai, did you initially believe the hit wasn't eliminated theories? No, I never believed that. I thought it was ridiculous, and I thought it was just people, again, in denial. Like, some of y'all got to remember, don't be in denial all the time. Black Diamond 18, does this make you think the new movie will be about Universe 6 Saiyans? I've already talked about that. I think it will. And Universe 7 Saiyans. Also, thanks for covering DB with honesty. It's been a subscriber since Superstar, subscriber for life. Thank you so much, Black Diamond. And I will continue to cover stuff. Like, I'm going to hit y'all with the news. Like, we've got stuff, we still have a lot of news coming. Like, there's still a lot of games. There's still a lot of, there might be a super special coming up later this year. As far as a weekly anime, though, it is going to be taking a break until at least 2019. Best case scenario, it takes a break and it comes back in January of 2019. Worst case scenario, it takes a break and they do movies. And that's it. Either way, you're going to get Dragon Ball. It's going to be either movies or TV show, or maybe both. It could be a movies and TV show. Do you think Xenos fuse in the future? No, I don't think so. Anyways, I mean, I don't really know what else to tell you guys. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to tell you. I'm opening up the super chat for questions about Dragon Ball Super's end now, okay? So submit your super chat questions to me and I will answer them. I'm not going to go into theories about the end of the series yet. I'm not going to do it. It's just not, we don't have time for that. This stream was done to tell y'all the real story. Like, now you know the real story of what's going on with Dragon Ball Super. It is going off the air April 1st. Should return in January of next year, April of next year, but it might not. And this is all legitimate information. There's already newspaper articles. I've shown you guys a newspaper article right there. Kitaro, there's Nozawa right there. This is all, there's no BS here, folks. It is going off the air for a little while. But like I said, I will still be bringing you all the content that you want. And will I cover other anime? Maybe, but I'm still going to put out Super stuff, or Dragon Ball stuff, all Dragon Ball stuff here. Evan says, is this why we didn't get an arc announcement in Jump Festa? No, they didn't want to spoil this arc is why, but I guess now that is the reason. Toyotaro saying he'll be ahead of the anime, possibly. I don't know if Toyotaro knew that all the way back then, but it is possible, yeah. Toyotaro will be ahead of the anime. So, as of right now, Dragon Ball Super is going to end at the end of March. Now, somebody's asking in the chat, how will this hurt the YouTubers? I don't know how it's going to hurt the YouTubers, but it'll definitely hurt some of them. It depends on whether or not they actually love Dragon Ball. If you actually love Dragon Ball and you actually have knowledge and you actually want to learn, then you'll keep putting out content. If you're one of those clowns who decided to do YouTube videos because you wanted to catch a cheap buck and capitalize on spoilers and shit, then you're probably going to fade away, because if there's no spoilers, who's going to watch you? Me, I got so many videos planned. So many videos planned for the rest of the year. Discussions. I have 2 new series coming out on this channel. 2 new series. One of them is going to blow your mind. And the other one, if you like Dragon Ball music, is going to freaking be amazing. It's a new podcast I got coming out on this channel with some very interesting people. We're going to bring in some big guests. I'm doing more interviews. So you'll have a lot of stuff, dude. And please stop asking if the dub's going to end. The dub's going to keep going just like Super is, bro. Dragon Ball Z ended in 97. Dragon Ball GT did. The dub didn't end till 03, bro. Of course it's going to keep going. Like, why y'all asking me that question? They're going to dub the rest of the series. You know, I already answered this, Julian. Vex B, I hope the next Dragon Ball show focuses on the kids like Pan, Oob, Boop, Bola. I hope so, too. I'm crying. Don't cry. It's not over yet. Matt says, do you think the debate whether or not Goku and Vegeta have passed up Beerus will be settled? I don't know, but I feel like if we don't see like something addressed with that, I'm going to be pissed, because there's a lot of things about Dragon Ball Super that piss me off, and unfinished storylines is going to be one that is going to piss me off. The Incredible Kyle, yes, I'm doing tons of videos in the dub. You're going to get videos in the dub tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing a video about the dub with Masako X. You're going to get that, okay? You're going to get it. So don't even worry about that. Yes, you are going to get dub videos. I told you I'm going to keep covering Dragon Ball. Like, don't worry about me. Just keep watching. Like, if you support the channel, you like what I do, just keep watching. You know what I mean? I'm going to be doing videos. I'm not going to be able to do 8 videos a week, but I will be putting out videos. You're going to get stuff. So, anyways, so to wrap up before we get out of here, okay, one more time so people understand. Super's last episode is going to be at the end of March. There will be a new anime taking its place. It's not moving time slots. Super will be off the air until minimum January 2019. We have the movie coming out in December. We're going to have trailers for that and teasers all over the summer. We're going to have tons of information. But the movie is next. The big thing coming up next is the movie, and if that is successful, then we might get Super coming back next year, or possibly even a spin-off. We might get the Pride Troopers. We might get another anime. We might get more manga. Dragon Ball is not over at all. Dragon Ball's not over, but Super's taking a break. There's nothing more I can say about it. All right, there's nothing more. That's all the information. That's it. So again, stay supporting all your favorite content creators, and don't give up on them. If they're putting out stuff you like, great. That's fine. But Super itself is not going to end. It is public though. Now it's actually being talked about a lot more than it was before. Like I said, I knew about it a couple days ago, but I didn't know. I didn't want to talk about it at all until we knew for sure what was happening. But like I said, that's what's going on. Again, please don't think that the Super coverage is going to end on this channel, or the Dragon Ball coverage. But Super's taking a break, so there you go. Hold on, I'm getting another super chat here. Why'd your video skip over my $20 donation? You didn't give me a $20 donation, bro. Oh wait, yeah, you did. Okay, my bad. Let me. I totally missed it, bro. Thank you for letting me know that. That was a mistake, and I apologize to you. Geekdom, I've been trying to get your attention for years. I gotta sell myself out like a hoe to do it. Love you, brother. Peace, and I love my boy. Well, I love you too, bro. You didn't have to sell yourself out, but I really apologize for missing that, all right? I really do apologize for missing that. I did miss it the first time, all right? Dude, I'm really sorry, dude. But I got it this time. I did not mean to do that to you. Hudson says, do you think the break is because Toei wants excuse from the overload of filler for him to power? No, nothing to do with it. They've had this plan for a while. So I already told you the reason why there's a break is they're gonna put all their emphasis on the movie and on this Kitaro show. It'll like I said, bro, it'll probably come back next year. Most likely. It might come back sooner. I don't think so. It'll probably come back next year. Wasn't there a recent interview with the productions of Super saying Toriyama has plans for the next arc? No, that never happened. Anybody who told you that is lying to you. So, anyways, we're done, folks. Nothing else I can really say about this. I'd like to keep talking, but there's not much else I can say. I have given you all the information. If you just joined in, the archives, there will be archives of the stream tonight, and we'll talk more about it as time goes by. I've got some more super chats I want to get through before I leave. All right, no more super chats after these, though. I'm done. You have all the information. Has Universe 11 eliminated anyone? Principles, maybe? Yes, they have. I've covered it before. Dre Seymour, hey man, keep up the great work. What arc do you think would be best to begin or expound upon? Placidala would be the first option. I agree, but I think the movie's going to be Placidala. Azari Stell, do you think they'll finish Universe UI transformation? Yes, they will. And Ritwik Sina says, please talk to us more. Don't leave. We need you. I appreciate that. I really do. It's just that I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I don't know what else to actually tell you. Like, as far as, like, I've given you all the information. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else to even tell you. Like, I mean, what do you want me to tell you, dude? Like, it's going to go off the air for a little while. Probably come back next year, and that's it. So, anyways, gotta get out of here. Thank y'all for your support, as always. It means so much to me, and I will have tons of videos coming up, including one tomorrow covering Dragon Ball Super. English dub, and we're gonna have videos going forever, dude, so just don't worry about that. And when Super comes back, I'll be the first one to let you know, unless I'm asleep or something. So I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I can tell you. And there'll be tons more content coming, and I will tell you what the future is of this channel the more I think about it. But Super, I got so many videos planned that you have no idea. Trust me, I can't speak for no other YouTubers, brother, but when it comes to me, I ain't going nowhere. So thank you guys, and I'll talk to y'all soon, and I'm sure there'll be more to discuss in the future.